All right. So, because we've been chomping at the bit, and with the pre-show, we couldn't stop talking about it. We're going to talk about the movie right off the bat, and the movie
Yeah, get the theme.
got the theme.
The Linux Movie Cast.
All right. The movie was Dominion: The Last Star Warrior from 2015, and there was never a Star Warrior in this movie.
Kind of. Were the
Who was the
aliens
Star
Star
Warrior?
Warriors?
Who? None of them were. There was no warrior there at all.
Maybe soldiers?
There wasn't even like the race that was supposed to save the planet. All they did was just take a bunch of they were like a
No, not,
peaceful
not
race, and they
well.
they just kind of took everybody onto a bunch of people onto the ship and just let everybody else die.
Hold on.
Like, meh.
Let me give a quick synopsis so people know what the hell we're talking about. So, Netminer suggested this movie, but he doesn't remember suggesting it. He says he's never even seen it before. And it's about a would you call him a UFOlogist or a
UFO researcher.
UFO researcher, something like that? Yeah, it's an older man. Definitely not a. I don't think anybody in this movie is a real actor, but so
He's got a real nice voice though.
yeah, he does. He would make. He has a good face for radio. So it's an older man who is really into UFO conspiracy theories and stuff, and I don't know if it ever explains how he first comes into contact with the alien that he does, but he meets up with an alien from Andromeda. I forgot what the alien's race was. Do you remember what the alien race was called?
The evil one was the Draconians or something like that.
Yeah, that was the Draconians.
The
Maybe they were
Quador.
just Andromedans or something. Anyway, so this alien tells them that there is a plot on the way where there is an evil race of aliens that's going to come and dominate the planet Earth, and that I guess, yeah, in 5 days, and his race, the Andromedans, would help Earthlings, except that they're involved in a war of their own, and so they don't have any resources to help them out, but they just want to spread the word so that humans can be ready for the eventual takeover.
They just want to let them know.
Yeah, they're
you
doomed.
guys are screwed.
Basically, yeah. So
you got 5 days.
There's also a kind of a subplot with the U.S. military. Are they working with the Draconians? What is that?
Well, the Draconians have basically infiltrated most of the influential parts of the government.
Yeah, and they've created these tunnels underground that have all these different military bases.
Dulce base. It's actually like our quote unquote real thing from UFO lore.
Oh, and is it?
Yeah, in a larger context, there's these things called DUMBs, deep underground military bases. It's playing off of some of that, conspiracy lore. A lot of the stuff was like the shape of the one ship was like based off of like these black triangle UFOs and stuff. It was they were definitely into that kind of subculture UFO stuff for sure.
So they knew their research as far as what UFO conspiracy theorists are into and what they talk about and stuff like that. He had his thumb on the pulse of the UFO community.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Did. But so he gets this message, and the friendly alien has also been with a woman on Earth, fell in love with her, and that woman has been captured by the Draconians, who are the evil aliens, who are also on Earth, but they're underground in these DUMBs, I guess, these military bases. And the catch is that he has gotten this woman pregnant somehow, And even though I guess they're different species, I don't know. Are they just
Somehow,
yeah?
do we need to go back to fifth grade?
Well, are they? Because is this their true forms as that look like
They
humans?
never said anything about form.
Yeah, so I guess this is just how they look. It's just like people, and
yeah, it sounded like when they said like the Draconians infiltrated like the 1% of like the elites to take over the government and the military and stuff. So
right.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean it sounds like based on them being Draconians, they might be more like lizard people, like something out of like V or something like that. But I don't know. It was a little all over the place. But
So the friendly alien wants to. Has two objectives. One, he wants to get his girlfriend out of the Draconian base. Two, he has information about all the UFO, or not the UFO, the alien infiltration into the U.S. Or into the global elites and the global military industrial complex and stuff like that. He has all that information, which he gave to the man on a crystal. Is that what that was? Is that? Remember, he had that crystal.
No,
in his hand?
he had a thumb drive with all his stuff.
What was that crystal?
The crystal was something that had all the had a bunch of information, all the information that he's collected during that time, the time that he's been on Earth or whatever.
But how did he get that to a thumb drive?
Which I'm not sure that either one is exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
But like, so you gotta take the thumb drive and you gotta plug it in there. You gotta get some power into that.
Yeah,
so
there was
run a
not
cord
a
into
USB
it.
plug on
There's
the crystal.
There's one crystal that's the positive, and one crystal that's the negative, and you gotta put it in there. You get a little soldering iron out.
So anyway, he wants him to. So he gives him this information on the thumb drive, and this will, through a network of other UFO enthusiasts, be spread all across the world once he uploads it on his Windows computer, and it takes about 40 hours to upload all this information on this thumb drive. And so that's the two objectives: rescue the girl and get the information out to the rest of the world that this plot is happening. And so they go. So that's kind of it in a nutshell as far as the basic plot. But we can go from there and just talk about the movie, because there's a lot of strange things involved in this movie that I don't understand, and hopefully you guys can help me to understand.
The whole movie was strange.
Yeah, it was basically, as far as production value, it was shot on video, and I know it didn't get a theatrical release. It was what year did it come out, Honky? Did you say?
2015, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, more than likely it was one of those that was sold to Amazon or something,
Probably.
or sold for streaming,
Yeah.
And so some of the CGI actually looked pretty decent, like the ships in the sky, those the spiky ones and stuff, and
well, even the triangle ships, they looked all right.
Yeah, but when you go into outer space and see those ships that look like you can see the edges of a green screen around them, and they're just all blocky and stuff, that is not very good.
Acting was horrible. Production was horrible.
Production was bad. And this guy has made quite a few movies. The director of this movie, I forget his name, but we talking about in Matrix, he made this movie called Hawk Jones, which is great. It's a cult classic, and it's his first movie. It's basically a mobster movie with the cops against the mafia. And the catch is that every single character in the movie is played by a small child. And they're shooting guns at each other and killing each other. And it's funny. It's just crazy seeing this movie. But anyway, so you should definitely see Hawk Jones. But this movie is kind of on a different level. It seems like it was made to get out the message that we should be aware of plots like this going on. It seemed very sincere to me. Like there's definitely nothing tongue in cheek.
No.
Despite the fact that it was so poorly made,
So the ending being spoil it for people here.
Yeah, here's a spoiler, the major spoiler.
The ending being we all fucking die, minus about what was it, 10,000?
3 million.
3
Was it 3 million?
Yeah.
That they were able to save onto a ship, and they were able to move over to some planet that has the ability to sustain life, not unlike Earth. Earth 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, and everybody else is dead.
It went. They didn't take them to their planet. They took them to their own planet just for the Earthlings, right?
Some random
Yeah,
planet.
it was another
that
planet,
could sustain life.
But the guy was going to take his girlfriend back to his planet because he was talking about how cool it was, and like you can live for 3 times as long, and there's no disease, and you don't even need food because like the water's got all the nutrients in it, and there's it's like
Right.
yeah, but you guys could just taken the humans there maybe, but now give them their own planet.
They get
their own planet.
They don't even say anything about the fact that their unborn child was ripped out of the woman's womb,
Oh yeah, we
and
didn't mention
they said
that.
it was going to be raised as a counter agent or a spy for the Noirs or whatever you want to call them,
and also used as breeding stock to create hybrids. They said
that's right, as breeding stock to create hybrids. They make absolutely no effort to try to go back and get that kid.
No, they don't.
And
You're
then
right.
she was going to be dissected for her delicacies.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, to feed who?
Right.
The other Draconians or?
Yeah, I guess there's sought after bits of humans that Draconians like to eat. I guess I don't know.
I don't know either.
What was great about it is they have scenes of just long
what was
pauses.
Great about it?
Where it was uncomfortable that when they're all standing in the hallway and they were waiting for the guy's girlfriend to come into the hallway too, it was just like an uncomfortable silence with 3 people just standing there just kind of staring at each other smiling, and they have no idea why.
Let me give you a bit of the dialogue. I've got it queued up here. This is in the very beginning when the UFO researcher walks into the gas station and asks the guy about strange occurrences. So let me play this real quick.
Could I get $60 on pump 4, please?
Sure.
Thanks. I understand over the years some peculiar things have been happening around these parts. Cattle mutilations, strange lights in the sky, things of that sort.
No, I don't know anything about that.
Really? Okay. Set to go?
Yes, sir.
And that's it. And then he just walks. Really? I don't know anything about. No, I don't know anything about that. Really? Okay.
He's got a voice like Brian Cox.
Who's Brian Cox?
He was in Red. He was in.
You ever see Super Troopers?
Super Troopers. Yep.
It was the chief.
Chief. Yep.
Okay. Here's another thing I wanted to bring up. So all this is stored on a FAT32 thumb drive that he puts into a Windows computer, and it's the folders are so obviously named, like UFO underground bunker, UFO this, that, and stuff like that. But they open. He starts looking at a sheet in there, and I took a little screenshot of this. It has all these conspiracy theories. So here's some of them. Much of our stealth aircraft technology was developed by back engineering crashed alien craft. Number 4, AIDS was a population control virus invented by the National Ordnance Laboratory of Chicago. 5, unbeknownst to just about everyone, the U.S. government has an earthquake device. Neither the 1995 Kobe earthquake nor the 1989 San Francisco quake had a pulse wave, whatever that means. Number 6, the World Trade Center bomb blast and the Oklahoma City blast were achieved using small nuclear devices. The melting and pitting of the concrete and the extrusion of the metal, and then it just stops there. Those are some of the the true facts that are on this thumb drive. So
The Draconians were responsible for all of it.
yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm looking at the names of the folders on the secret thumb drive. So we have moon base photos, NASA documents, recovered alien bodies photos, the truth of human origin. Oh, what could that be? I didn't notice that. Okay, this one, top secret UFO documents.
The moon thing was actually it was referenced in dialogue with the movie where somebody was saying, yeah, the moon is a artificial construct and they were using it as a base to tap into human consciousness or something like that. Somebody was saying something like that in the film. It was I was like, whoa.
There was a guy. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just like that kind of like just blew my mind a little bit. I had to take a step back.
But the last folder is the best. It says, "Who is behind the Illuminati?"
Yeah.
So you have every single conspiracy trope you can think of is in this movie in these folders. It's pretty funny.
They should have thrown in something from like Cicada or something like that to kind of tie it in a little more. It'd be interesting.
Yeah. I just like that one for top secret UFO documents. That's how they labeled it. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
So this movie does have some problems.
I liked the ending. I mean, just the guy trying to create a bargain with them.
Oh yeah, the betrayal at the end.
Yeah.
You promised.
His response was everything was "fuck you." Oh, I got the rock right here. Whoa.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was funny. Yeah, so he made him a deal. He made the Draconians a deal, the old man, that if they would let go of the alien and his girlfriend, that he wouldn't release the top secret UFO photos, documents, and NASA history of human origin and all that stuff. So. But he didn't keep it. He didn't keep his promise.
Nope. That's all right. Most of the Earth population was wiped out anyways.
Yeah.
7.1 billion humans on this planet Earth that you have condemned. Fuck you.
There we go. But I can say that I didn't hate this movie.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it either.
It's not something I would have watched, chosen myself, like, to watch, because I really, really, really hate Bigfoot conspiracies, UFO conspiracies, any kind of Illuminati bullshit. Just can't stand it. But this movie kind of won me over just because they were so sincere, and the big "fuck you" at the end just put my thumb gradually just went, yeah, went up. So I give this a thumbs up. I don't know about you guys. Honky, I don't think you're as enthused as I was.
No, I didn't. No thumbs up. No thumbs up. I can't.
Actually, I gotta go thumbs up. They were committed to it. It had
totally
touched on a bunch of different stuff, and I'm kind of a little bit of a sucker for movies where the good guys don't win. I kind of like dark endings sometimes.
I did like that too. I like that too.
So yeah, I gotta go thumbs up on it.
Yeah, if Independence Day, the humans had lost, I would have probably liked that movie a lot better. And I kind of like that like he said, it's not a happy ending, and humans were doomed basically. So I guess releasing that information didn't really do anything, did it?
Didn't help a thing.
It didn't help a thing.
They all died anyways.
Yeah. So fuck you.
It was definitely a lot more amusing than some of our other movies, but it definitely sucked. There was
Yeah.
there is no possible way I can give that a thumbs up at all.
Do you have it
because
on
there's
IMDb? Do you see it on? Are you looking at IMDb?
no.
I was just wondering what it was rated.
I can find out. I think.
How many stars? Surely eight between 8 and 9 stars, right?
3.6.
Oh man, come on! Wasn't that bad? Or maybe it was. I don't
It
know.
was.